Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? Hello Dark Moon Ziona, wonderful to see you. I am joined here today with the wonderful Sir Jude VT, and Nikki Riesel. How are you two?
I'm doing alright.
Good.
Still getting used to the new tech.
Yep. Still in the maid outfit.
It is still maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Got 2 more days left.
Ah.
It's your time.
Yep.
And this apparently becomes a permanent review.
Yeah.
Kira's broke out on that one last night.
Oh my lemon surprised me. Oh, I'm sorry, Ziona. Everything.
Ooh, spooky robot.
Yeah. I have gotten back into tabletops, Lord help me.
Yes. One of us.
I have, yeah, oh nice, yeah. I have found a tabletop group that is running, D&D 3.75, which is D&D 3.5, but also throw all the Pathfinder companion books in, because D&D 3.5 and Pathfinder 1 are identical.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's basically 4E without all the nonsense.
Yeah.
Like coup de grace.
Oh, it's a fun addiction, yeah. And then I've also bought a copy of Hardwired Island, which is
actually.
It is a new cyberpunk TTRPG that just came out. It is so fucking cool. It is so fucking cool. Oh god, I really want to.
You'll have to let us know about it.
Yeah, I don't have a group for it, but I really want to. I've just basically spent the last 2 nights just reading through the GM book, and it's really good. It's really it's so good. It's
You'll have to show me it later.
Yeah, it is PBTA, and it's just got some really good dynamics. It's got some really interesting mechanics and such beautiful, intricate world building. Oh, it's incredible. They've just put so much effort and detail into every aspect of it, making sure just it's just so good. It's
I actually
sounds good.
yeah, I was super interested in a tabletop called Lancer.
yeah.
I thought it would fit really well with I can't believe I get to use this comparison now that the game's out, but
Yeah.
I think before I even knew what Three Houses was, it was basically that plot line where you're basically just a bunch of students at some sort of mech academy.
Yeah.
Mech pilot academy, and it's like, if you do really well, you're licensed as a pilot. If you don't, you're licensed as an engineer.
Yeah.
You need a pilot and an engineer to operate a mech.
Yeah, Lancer is really cool as well, but yeah, just it's just so refreshing to have a cyberpunk genre TTRPG that actually gives a shit about the politics of a cyberpunk future. And just
Definitely nicer.
yeah, and its cybernetic system isn't ableist and dehumanizing, and it's just so good.
Sort of like a more evolved. Because if I really had to describe, because I know we're talking about cyberpunk, 2020 or whatever.
Yeah.
I know that the example that you're using is cyberpunk, but it's a little different now as it was then.
Yeah.
So there's what I would consider the 1984 George. George what is it, George Orwell?
Yeah.
I think that's the name.
Which is just
the Orwellian style of cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more politically charged and a lot more accurate to what current society would be in years. But I think that sounds like it's a little bit more kind of
Yeah.
storytelling,
Like-
but it's like, it doesn't have to always be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, the entire game is set on an orbital space station titled, named Grand Cross, and it's just they've put so much intricate detail and design into every aspect of it. Like, they, like, show off they describe 8 of the 15 wards and a few of the, like, over 300 districts, and it's all just so beautifully done. They have just...
pretty involved, too.
Yeah. It is... the book is 400... Like, the starter book is 400 pages.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's a fun read. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
The tabletop RPG I'm making is nowhere near as complicated.
Yeah. Like, just...
It's like maybe 15 pages or something.
Yeah, just like... Well, the thing is, like, the actual mechanics of it are only, like, 30 pages or so. The rest of it is building one of the most beautiful cyberpunk worlds I've ever seen. Yeah, just like, there's so many different interweaving layers of, like, there's so many different interweaving layers of strife and imbalance that they've just put so much care into writing out as intricately as possible so you can tear it down brick by fucking brick. It's just so good. I really want a campaign of Hardwired Islands sometime, but I am not a very good GM.
I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to scream at it because my decision's already packed up as is, but I have
Yeah.
DM'd campaigns before.
You know, like, just...
I wouldn't mind probably taking a look at it.
Yeah, I'm not, like, thinking something for stream at the moment, and, like, if I do it for stream, it'd probably be, like, a good amount in the future, but... Yeah,
Still
it's...
taking the off time.
If I add anything else to my schedule,
Yeah,
Zoe's gonna kill me.
yeah. Mood. Yeah, it's just so cool. And
Yeah,
I just...
the Dono Gold is the last chunk of the single season.
But, yeah, yeah, but, yeah, it is FF14 night, and that means we're going to be playing FF14. I am still going to be rushing through to try and get to the end of 2.0 and get into into Heavensward, and I might mess around with, like, crafting classes and such on the way. We'll see.
Yeah, remind
Yeah.
me later in chat that I need to take a reshoot of this background. Because
Yeah,
I finally get to say something I never thought I'd ever be able to say, nor has, I think, 90% of the PC user base.
Yeah?
I play Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings at 60 FPS.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, great.
This new computer has made life a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's
I don't have to worry about anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can stream at 1080p 60.
Okay.
But yeah,
And since Twitch Shadow added
Yeah.
back viewer count based quality options,
yeah,
so now if you have like a viewer count above like 3, maybe 2, people can adjust their quality settings.
Yeah.
So anybody can watch streams.
hooray!
Okay. That explains
Uh,
how I've been getting them then. Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, right, one other thing I forgot to mention about, Hardwired Island. It's got an official soundtrack.
Excuse me?
It has an official soundtrack.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's new.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, basically, it's just got, like, yeah, it's basically for, like, background music and such. It's really, yeah, It's got like loop versions of all the tracks. It's really cool. Yeah. I should probably tab over to the game now so we can actually get stuff done. Let's get going.
Sounds good.
It's finally time for some FF.
Yeah. Alright. Where's Alphanaud? Okay, you're... Oh, why is Alphanaud all the way back at the Waking Sands? Come on, dude.
They're like hanging out there.
Yeah. Alright. Over we go.
That should do it.
Okay.
Right. Boop.
This makes it easier for Tyrael, clearly. If that's perfectly valid. I like being told that something isn't. Oh yeah, right. I need to also do this. I need to change my camera angle.
Yeah. Oh, there's Alphanaud. Okay. Wow. For once, he's not in the Waking Sands.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just like outside of it?
Yeah, he's over by the boat.
It's not too far off then.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, I am so glad that my desktop is on Ethernet, because apparently the Wi-Fi is shitting itself completely.
I'm supported for Wi-Fi, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I do have transcoding, though, which kicks ass.
Yeah, that was helpful.
Yeah.
There we go. Managed to roll something pretty close to level, actually, so
Nice.
should get some good EXP off this.
So, Ember Rule, okay. Ethernet.
That doesn't mean trying to tank some all, but oh well.
Good luck.
I mean, we're about halfway through it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
In case anyone's wondering, because I installed this on a new computer, my hotbars and all my gear sets are not here, so...
Wait, those are saved to client? Wait, those are client?
Yeah, those are client side.
Why?
Because they decided to make a good decision.
It's true. At the same time, though, I don't really... I mean, I can probably just grab, like, whatever the file is that they would use for, like, a JSON or something, and
Yeah.
just yank it
Mhm.
with a flash drive and bring it over, but
Yeah,
also I'm too lazy to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm also too lazy to just remake the old hotbars from scratch, so I made a new stream-friendly layout.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Xionis asking about, yeah, about, like, the tech requirements for, like, Destiny 2?
Destiny 2 is surprisingly well optimized. I'd say you could run it on, like, I don't know, I was running it on a 2017 computer. And I was able to play it on, like, max settings, with only certain areas having frame rate issues. I'd say you could probably... I don't know, it runs on PS4. That's probably all you need.
Quicksand, got it.
Your i5 at 2.9 gigahertz is probably gonna cry. Well, fortunately for you, Destiny 2 is free to play, so
Yeah.
even if you can't play it, it's not gonna be any risk. I would recommend a little website called Can You Run It? Can You Run It is a decent enough sort of foundation to know whether or not you can do certain games. It won't give you a detailed explanation of what settings you would have to use. That's more applied to, like, NVIDIA control panel. But fundamentally, I think, like, it'd run on a potato.
Yeah.
It's an old enough game now, so...
Yeah, 2017 2017 is not that long. 2017, because Destiny was 2013.
Yeah.
2014? 2014 is when I got the PS4, so, yeah.
Cutscene talking with the refugee leader who, gasp, is an Aura.
We have traveled some several thousand miles
Yay.
across the
They wanted to tease the next race,
Yeah.
which they never do again.
Yeah. Well, it was the first time they were adding another race to the game, so...
Yeah.
We also didn't know if FF14 did well enough in 2.
Yeah.
To warrant getting a full-on expansion like it
Yeah.
did. And,
luckily it did.
Seeing an aura was, to a lot of people, was like, oh, they wouldn't just make a new race for no reason.
Yeah.
What are they doing? I played a ton on Xbox, but I just this year got a good PC and good, putting it very generously. It'll run on a modest computer.
Yeah. Basically, you can underclock the Destiny graphics well enough to play it.
Oh yeah, no, the Destiny 2 graphics settings on PC are also amazing. It has a lot of options that many just straight to PC ports would not have, like a resolution scale option. Which lets you go anywhere from like 25% or something to 200%.
Yeah.
Example. There's also just, you can change a bunch of the camera options. There's colorblind options. You can also change the HUD opacity. You can change the size of subtitles. Any issues that you might have with Destiny 2 would probably not be that problematic. The game even still looks really good on all, though.
Yeah.
Bungie is a good developer.
Yeah.
It's just, they've made some very questionable decisions with Destiny 2.
AKA EA's forced them to make some very questionable decisions with Destiny 2.
Is that EA?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought they were independent now.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time,
Right.
a lot of people don't give it enough credit for actually still managing.
Yeah.
But I also didn't think Destiny 1 was all that bad, so maybe my
Yeah. It's weird playing a not jank MMO today. After.
You're playing nothing but the Zenith Alpha.
Yeah, Zenith. Have you ever played like a shitty asset flip on the Steam store just for fun?
No.
Have you ever seen someone play a shitty Steam store asset flip?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah. All Sham Noel playing all sorts of Unity games.
That is about the state that Zenith is in right now. Enemies don't turn to face you before they run over to you, so they're like facing like to the side or backwards while they're running at you. And when they like they don't, the player doesn't have a real hitbox for like melee attacks. If the enemy enters their attack animation, you will take damage, and there's no way to avoid it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Zenith would fare pretty well with the PSO meta.
Yeah. There's also no...
Like the OG Blueburst was an unintentional mark of genius.
Yeah.
Where enemies would commit to their animations and they had jank timing. That was very much, it did not care how far you were as long as you committed to it. But if you just walked away from them, you were fine.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. If you, like, you can be 10 feet away and they can just randomly swing their sword and you take 30 damage.
Yeah, I was absolutely there for the first stream, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
This is absolutely an alpha.
Yeah, it is very an alpha at the moment.
Especially since the placeholder model for the pickup items was like a bag of chips.
Yep. And the placeholder item for fireballs launched by enemies is a pineapple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pineapple-based warfare would be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily...
Just a fruit ninja battle.
Yeah, just luckily they actually, they are very open about this being a placeholder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got enough of a dev team, enough of a process.
Oh, I forgot to report an issue I noticed yesterday during stream. Jude, you saw this, that one of the gauntlet armor pieces had an entire second hand model on it.
Yeah, that
It was
fun to point out.
horrifying.
That's always fun. That's always fun seeing these little. Those are only things you can experience in alpha playtesting.
Nice early alpha gameplay testing.
Man, I remember the Hitman beta.
Oh.
I talked about this a little bit with Lemma one night after I was doing hardware tests with the new rig, and it's just insane to think that the Hitman beta gameplay was so dramatically different from the launch.
Yeah.
And there were actually things that were in the Hitman beta that weren't in the base game that wound up getting re-added in Hitman 2.
It is my hope that you will allow us all.
Always fun when those pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sort of I love stories about game design because there's that whole thread on Twitter that I love reading.
What are the syndicate's opinions?
Thread on Twitter that's all about the game dev shortcuts that people took, and I call them shortcuts lightly because we all know if you don't know how to do it, just cobble it together with stuff you do know how to do, and eventually it'll just work.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Because that was one of my favorite examples of that is the Fallout 3 Broken Steel intro.
Yeah.
When you transition to the Broken Steel DLC in Fallout 3, they didn't know how to animate a train because
so they just
wasn't ready for it. So they made the train model a headpiece for an NPC that actually just runs really fast.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it works.
There's also the fact that the gunplay systems in Fallout 3 and New Vegas are just repurposed code from the Fireball spell from Oblivion. All bullets are just the Fireball spell because they didn't know how to program projectiles for guns. They didn't know how guns worked, so they're just like, good enough. We have Fireball now too.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, imagine. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, delicious. One of the characters in the leadership of Ul'dah is a Nazi. He's complaining about the price and cost of immigrants and how they're inviting crime and all those other racist dog whistles.
Oh,
Yes,
those,
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the state of politics in Ul'dah.
Yep. Shut the
It's a good metaphor.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Lolorito. I'm gonna punt you into the next DLC.
Yeah, I kind of forget about those two.
Yeah, Lolorito is again, the Lalafell are like the Sith. It's
Yeah.
The mustache ones, at least, are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
this...
mustaches with a handlebar mustache you do not trust.
Yeah.
never been her material
I will
wealth.
intentionally,
Why
I will
the
intentionally
hell how
push
far the vo-
as a healer. I will push away Lalafeld with a mustache during raid. If I have to. I'm just like, you do not get to stay next to me.
Yeah. Ah.
You're the main reason the last 6 months of ARR weren't that good.
Speaking about raids, were we gonna tackle those today, or would I be free to kind of run those while you're working through MSQ?
You can run through those if you want. I think Lemon's focusing on MSQ, and I'm going to be working on botany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, just at the very least, we might like do the hard trials at like most, but right now I just want to get to Heavensward, please.
The nerve of the
Yeah,
man.
that's perfectly valid.
Okay. I don't mind running movie
But
roulette while we're
I would
talking. So.
subtly suggest that you go check out your Grand Catpot tickets.
Oh yeah, Grand Cacpot. Yeah, of course.
Now that the Empire...
Hey,
So how's everyone doing
But
tonight?
this is neither...
I'm doing okay.
Aside from my leg acting up this morning, I'm fine.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just old habits die hard. That's kind of the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah.
Hey, Yoshi P, why the fuck is the lilac purple dye bucket red?
Oops.
Technically part of the red category, but I know you're coming from with that.
Yeah. It's technically in the red category.
Okay, so he wants me to go to the Hall of Flames. I'm gonna tell him, fuck you, I'm going to Gold Saucer.
I got prey today, that's good.
Nice. But yeah, I should do my level roulette probably.
Yeah.
I did that one first, but I don't mind running it again if you need a hand.
Ah.
Well, in an hour once I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have gotten 3,600. That's okay.
I know I did my mini cactpots earlier, and I got kind of stupidly lucky with just a 1, 2, 3 reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always nice when those pop.
Yeah.
And then the ever goal of saving up for the Fenrir mount or the Adaban twice mount just continues.
Yeah. The struggle of a lifetime.
Basically.
Yeah.
Catpot cashier.
Ah.
1,248
There you go.
MGP. Yeah. Not bad. Yep, I got 3 no numbers.
Rip.
It happens.
Yeah. Come here.
I do get to do more catpot drawings though.
Yeah. Good enough. Alright. Ethernet, backpot board, up I go.
Okay.
Find more high potions soon.
Mm-hmm.
Consolation, consolation, and consolation. Oh well. Alright, Jumbo Cacpot.
Do I have a job quest I need to do? I have a hotbar I need to fix. What you leveling? I'm just playing White Mage.
Yeah, I just got I just got 1337 as one of the random options for Grand Cactpot. I didn't go with it because I already had a ticket with the 3 in the 3rd position, but oh well. Okay. Now that that's done, I can head back to Old Ah.
Cure 2 goes there. Where's Isuna? Where's Cure 3? Cure 3 is not in here.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, right. One thing I forgot to mention during like the pre-game check-in is, tomorrow I am calling an apartment to see if I'm gonna be able to live there when I move out. So wish me luck on that. Ah.
Best of luck indeed.
Yeah.
White Mage. Gear set Conjurer. That's why. I wasn't set to White Mage.
Best of. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay,
I needed to be
Alphanor.
White Mage in order for me to have all my skills. There we go. That's just as cluttered as I want it to be.
The optimal heal hotbar setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Begins. Regen goes there. Holy. Arrow. Stone. Tier 1. Tier 3. Tier 2.
Good old Gaius.
Uh-huh. Boy. Go over. Where's Hotmark 5? So many things.
Ah. Where the fuck is Alphanor? Oh, back over at the quicksand. Okay, fine. Over this way. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Size goes there. Oh boy, just a lot of benediction. There's my emergency button.
I just realized I forgot to have Adderall today. Oh well.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that can be a problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
Your monitor, your eyes close almost entirely. It's because I'm looking at a 30-inch TV.
Ah.
My old monitor is a DVI.
Yeah.
And and it turns out the GTX 3060 only has an HDMI port and 3 display ports.
Yeah, and
So
like
I
you.
need to get a DVI to display port converter.
Yeah.
So I'll be back.
Hello, Non. Great to see you.
Welcome to the party, Don.
Yeah, I'm using a TV as my monitor for the moment,
Yeah.
which is fine because it's a 30-inch TV.
Yeah, I might want to get like a better GPU at some point, just because like mine currently has 1 HDMI, 1 DisplayPort, and 1 DVI, and so like just I'm gonna need to use that DVI for for a second monitor if I ever get one, or I could just get a better graphics card that doesn't shit itself if I dare to click the ray tracing button.
Dalton, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Shadowy Myths.
Ooh, you've got a new bot now. Nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Kira's at work.
Yeah, good to see that Kira's still able to do stuff.
She's all about that mainframe now.
Woo.
Yeah.
Repurpose some really old tech that a certain company doesn't need anymore.
Always good to make that happen.
Yeah.
It's going to take months for for me to script that video, by the way.
Uh,
I want you all to know that I am planning on doing a lore video, and it's going to take months.
if you need any help, let me know, okay?
Yeah, I'll be sure to ask you because I have to write out the events of 8 months of ARG, 7 years of writing, and 3 characters. So
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah.
yeah, I got this.
You can do it.
Got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also gives me an excuse to learn Vegas.
Yeah, the issue for me is that, like, if I want to do, like, a character, like, in-depth character lore, that is just me writing, like, that, like, just, the only satisfactory thing I could do for character lore is just write the fucking visual novel project that Lemma originally came from.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you're working on, so...
Yeah. Not really, but...
Yeah,
On
the Aria
Tuesdays.
toggle will be back.
Yeah.
The Aria toggle will be back after May weekends, and the Maid toggle will come in.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is an outfit. Better not let it go to waste.
But yeah,
And
just...
I have it.
Mhm.
Azazel was gracious enough to lend me a copy, or lend me an outfit, so I'm just chilling.
Yeah, I should add... Maybe I should, like, add a toggle for, like, V1 Lemma or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly...
Casual,
Yeah.
uber casual Lemma.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah,
Stoner Lemma.
yeah, I have... I have actually been, like, thinking up what I want for a new model, and I think I might set that as, like, a follower goal, or, like, some other big goal of, like, either, like, I can get to 500 followers, or someone can just pay me the money to commission all of the stuff I'd need, and I'll have a new special, like, live 2D model for certain streams.
For the record, Dalton, yes, that does work for Jude. I
Mhm.
can, in fact, just compliment Jude.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I'm here.
yeah. I'm waiting.
Also, good note, my offline emote finally got loaded, so...
Ooh, yay! Oh, that's cute.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, I've just got so many, like, things I want to commission for Lemma, and I don't have the money for it. Help.
Jude, I could probably talk to you for hours about random nonsense, and you'd still somehow make it interesting.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do have a pretty deep grasp of knowledge of a lot of things, but I don't talk to you guys about most of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I love, like, info dumping to folks and hearing other folks info dump. It's genuinely really fun to me, so...
Yeah, that's basically what we do on a regular basis.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're just very passionate about things we like.
Yeah.
Like I could spend an hour and a half talking about the tech behind Breath of the Wild and how genuinely impressive it is for the hardware.
There's someone in Horizon named Brace Yourself.
Yeah.
That sounds alright.
Just to put it into perspective, there's things that Breath of the Wild does that a lot of games don't even do. It has dynamic tides based on the time of day. It has unique sound cues for different parts of the world. So if you're at like the peak of a snowy mountain, it plays things differently than if you were just in a cold region. How well stemmed everything is, that despite given a minimalist OST, they can still manage to make it sound very like
Yeah.
everything going on. Just because everything is based on hits, it waits on next beat instead of just hitting right away to make things stay in sync.
That didn't help.
What other big one do I remember? Oh yeah, the clouds in the skybox are volumetric.
Ooh, wow.
They're volumetric and dynamic, based on real cloud patterns.
They definitely put their love into that game, so I can't believe it just off word
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, there's a billion things that are genuinely impressive about it. They recorded fully for like a dozen different scenarios that Link follows. So
Yeah.
you know, if you're crouching with some heavy armor or something, it makes louder sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were wearing like it had a stealth boost or something, they actually recorded trying to deliberately keep stuff quiet by like holding stuff down or all these other things. And the size of flames, like on arrows or torches, make different sounds when they hit water.
Where's the
And they somehow managed to switch that,
Yeah.
or fit that all in a Switch card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the
impressively on a Wii U.
Where the fuck is this goddamn lost child?
Whose sassy lost child is this?
Yeah. What's with this sassy lost child? Yeah. Yeah,
I should probably pull up the MSQ list just so that way I know.
yeah, I'm on Yugiri's game right now, and have you checked in buildings? Yes, I've checked in buildings. I've been meaning to ask, but the others in voice chat always seem very quiet. Would it be possible to turn them up? Yeah, I have been. I tried to set up voice meter banana, and it didn't fucking work. Oh, there it is. It was their MSQ marker was just obscured by the fucking wagon they're halfway inside.
Yeah. Welcome to post ERR MSQ.
Yeah.
It'll be over soon.
Yeah.
Only one thing can incite that exact reaction, Lila.
Yeah.
Post ARR MSQ is just like two missions into the start. Is it over yet?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, at least I've got a Hero's Ring of Casting now.
Always good. And that was Yugiri's game you're on?
Yeah.
Then you've got about 7 quests before Leviathan.
Okay. Oh, fucking boy. 7 more quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention how much until Heavensward.
No! Please, Yoshi! Let me just... Please just let me play the good... Please let me play the good part of your video game. Is it that hard?
It's not. You just have to pay money for it. Just pay $35 and we'll give you an item pack for the eye level necessary and skip you forward to MSQ to Heavensward. Which honestly...
most people do end up taking, so...
Yeah.
It's honestly not that bad.
I might end up taking that. We will see.
I mean, you're already like 75% of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made it a bunch easier in 5.3. You won't have to do the redacted later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the 20 quests that were removed, I think they removed something pretty important in terms of, like, making you hate your time there.
Yeah.
I also...
They made it so you spend way less time just traveling to activate dialogue in 30 different regions.
Yeah. I do wish there's a way to turn off, like, the Z look for, like, flying, but oh well.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I know for flying, I kind of just turn auto run on, then just control the camera anyways. Granted, because I have auto run kind of bound to 4 different keys right now, I think, so...
Oh my god, yeah.
Look, I'm lazy, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do like this main outfit quite a lot, though.
It is a very good maid outfit.
Yeah.
Uh,
The same one on Booth.
Yeah, I cannot.
It's one of the free ones because I can't
Yeah.
afford. Maybe like a seamstress
Yeah.
in the Spirit Bound.
I cannot wait for the skeb I ordered to come in. It's gonna be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are gonna love it.
Yeah. Get ready, chat.
Yeah.
I should probably look into getting some art of me eventually.
Mm-hmm.
If not, just do it myself. But I don't know, maybe getting some slightly more professional stuff instead of my pixel work might be a bit better.
Oh no, the worst tragedy of all, it doesn't save my triple triad decks.
Oh no!
Not the triple triad decks.
Oh, triple triad!
No, how am I gonna lose now?
So, anyone going to... No? Okay. Come over here.
Oh, I forgot this was plus. Okay. What a good card game, chat. What an amazing spin on tic-tac-toe they managed to create.
What a worthwhile addition to this MMO.
What an amazing spell system to dedicate entirely to a single game.
When in doubt, you can always go to Mahjong with its half-an-hour queues because no one wants to play it for some reason.
If I wanted to play Mahjong, I would just change over to Yakuza.
Yeah, no, if I wanted to play Mahjong, I'd just tweet Irie so that we could finally do that fucking collab.
Oh, that's true, so that she could teach you
Yeah.
Mahjong.
Oh, by the way, have you seen her new outfit? Her new model? Oh, it's so fucking good! Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to double check. I kind of streams at odd times for me.
Yeah.
I
mean, I saw it on...
I was actually able to see Luca's new model as well.
I mean, yeah. I just saw Irie's new model on, like, in the Iron Lions Discord.
Oh, I don't check that one that often anymore.
Yeah, regretfully, I have a lot of stuff on my mind.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Iron Lions, I promise. I'm going through a lot of schedule adjustments to try to find what works best for me.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
And this week is a 6-day week.
Oh boy. Yeah.
With on Friday
Gonna
off.
be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and...
But it'll be good.
Yeah, and I've joined
Excuse me.
I've joined a tabletop group that's gonna be playing on Mondays, so that's fun.
Ooh, very fun.
Yeah. Luckily, like, folks are, like, flexible with time, so it won't, like, interrupt my Monday streams or whatever.
That's handy.
Yeah.
I know I am kind of playing a game on Tuesday that slightly clips into yours, but...
Yeah, it's alright.
Multitask.
Yeah. You could, like, come raid when it's over.
It's not a stream game or anything.
Ah.
We're just kind of doing it offline.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, someday I will get a Hardwired Island group, but oh well.
Also, just for the people on my side, I grabbed Irie's thing because it is very cute, and I'll shout her out in a second because Irie's a very fun person.
Hi, Dalton. I do Vroid commissions.
Yeah, no. I'm does Vroid commissions.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm streaming Vroid commissions tomorrow, in fact, so, yeah, like, if you want a model, just let me know, and I can help get you sorted.
Yep. There's Lena, and then the person who did my model is Azazel.
Yeah.
So, Azazel gave me this outfit, but they didn't design it. It's just one of their backups, because they have a better made outfit.
Yeah.
A better, more for them outfit. Modesty is my policy. Except
I do actually find
when
it.
it comes to Kezu.
Good old Kezu outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, I do always love running Prey, just because one of my other buddies, they got the sound clip to the entire speech for guys and has that on a sound clip on their channel.
Oh my god.
It's like
It does lock all sound.
Oh no.
Yeah, it locks all sound commands for that 10-minute span.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's masterclass.
Holy fuck.
That's
Actually,
masterclass.
We cut out a little bit of the spacing, but it's still about like 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Dalton, I will send you pricing details after stream.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to actually, like, create a proper commission sheet, but I want to have, like, I want to finish up the one I'm working on right now so I can use that as, like, an example.
It also doesn't hurt to have. Portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of experiment with the variety that people want. But also, I could argue, 3D models are starting to find their place. So.
Yeah.
Earlier they were just considered like, cheap. Cheap alternative to live 2D stuff. Yeah. We're starting to get to the quality that like a proper Blender or a 3D based model can get to.
Yeah.
And we can also do quite a bit. Let me rephrase that. We can also do just about everything that those kinds of models can do.
Yeah.
More less expensive programs. It's just become a lot more accessible.
Yeah, VMagic Mirror actually added some really cool things recently. Namely, they have visualizers for fight sticks and tablet pens now.
Oh no!
Okay.
Don't tell me they have support for fight sticks.
It has support for fight stick viz.
I need to get practicing again now that I have a working machine.
Now that I have a machine that can play a lot of fighting games without killing the frame rate and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for me to start learning Kefla again. Kefla and Oscar Kazama.
Yeah. It does turn out that they are sadly not able to, like, fix the bloom to work like the bloom in VC Face, just because the bloom in VMM is a post-processing effect and, like, not, like, an active part of the the render pipeline, so they would need to refactor the render pipeline, and refactoring render pipeline sucks ass.
Yeah, sounds it.
I wonder how difficult it would be to get it rendering for Reshade OpenGL. Because honestly, you could solve a lot of those minor issues with slightly different outcomes. It wouldn't be nearly as high end. But I mean, I've been messing around with Reshade in a lot of games now that I have the opportunity to.
Yeah,
I have a Reshade filter for Skyrim because it needs it.
Yeah, I've been, like, thinking of, like, maybe making a fork of VC Face at some point, but ripping out all of the, like, stuff I don't use that requires, like, $100 Unity assets, like the camera facial recognition, since I just use my phone.
Alright, let's see how many people I can annoy by the trial today.
I probably should look into better facial tracking on my side, since most of my stuff is just automatic.
Yeah. My setup is actually not that bad. Now that I'm able to have the wink tracking and stuff, it makes eye gaze tracking and everything a lot nicer. I just have to find the sweet spot.
Yeah.
For lip sync.
Yeah.
But I also believe we're at the threshold that I'm going to start. I might ask. I might see if ByteEXE can give me a couple of pointers for using the new what is it, the new blend shapes from the new rendering method.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's no longer VRM.
Oh,
It's
you've got a VSF avatar?
I can probably learn how to convert a VRM to VSF.
Yeah, VSF is actually an extension to VRM that has support for some other shaders. Yeah, for more shaders and such.
Okay. Welcome to the stream.
It does, however, mean that you can only use your avatar in VC Face. Nothing else will support it, which kind of sucks, but...
Yeah, but I also use VC Face, and I plan on using something that I liked recently. That is more for live 2D models.
Yeah, just like you can't use it in virtual motion capture or whatever. Is the issue.
But there are alternatives to. Because I already use VC Face. There are alternatives to input display.
Yeah. Just like for VR trackers and such, you can't use VSF avatar, period. Just nothing supports it.
Yeah, if I'm using like VMC or whatever. I wouldn't just fully convert the VRM I have. I just make a duplicate.
Yeah, you'd probably just have like you'd probably have one VRM and one VSF version of your avatar.
Kind of just have the VRM as a backup in case you want to do any other editing and VRM.
Yeah.
It's called the app is called Spud Controller.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Spud Controller is just like live 2D graphics and such, but yeah.
Yeah, which fundamentally
it works. Yeah.
Not a lot of people are gonna be worried about. All right, I'm gonna be. Oh, never mind. I was about to speak up and say something, but in reality, now I have a group for this trial.
Yeah. VMM just like has like input viz already. So yeah.
Yeah. The limitless blue.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Ziona.
Oh, is it this fight? Oh man. Oh, thank you.
And thank you for the coolant on my side, Ziona.
Coffee. Oh, I love Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter's a great time. I haven't touched it in a few weeks, but I do like it.
Yeah,
get back into playing it tomorrow, finally.
Yeah, I've been a bit too busy to play much Monhun, but I've got a lot of folks who want to... I've got too many folks who want to play Monhun with me.
Yeah. You have me, but I also... I was still sorting out the tech issues.
Yeah, it's like... It's becoming a problem because I still don't have access to docked mode switch... Oh! Dalton, thank you very much for subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you for upgrading to LMOS.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, just like...
Bismarck, oh my god.
Yeah, like just, I still don't have, access to docked mode for another month, and that's how I'd want to play, yeah, that's how I'd want to play Monhun.
Yeah, that's valid, because you guys use your 8-bit too.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have no idea what is happening.
Yeah, like just, I will definitely need to like take a break for for hopefully not more than a week around June 9th or so, because that's when I am moving out of my current apartment and moving into whatever new place I get.
Well, that was actually something of interest that I wanted to talk a little bit about.
Oh?
Let's see. Very recently, I've finally been able to confirm a collab with the ever lovely and amazing Psycho.
Ooh, exciting.
And we're going to be playing Wasteland 3 together. It's going to be an interesting time. It is planned to be every other Saturday.
Okay.
But the main thing that I was going to discuss is that we have Forge Job planned on a Saturday as well.
Oh yeah.
During late June.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we're going to be taking a little break from FF14 while you move, then we could alternate Saturday and Sunday for FF5 until that's cleared, and then we can go back to 14 for sure.
I think that sounds good to me, like, I think, like, taking a break from FF14 to play the V-Fest just sounds fun.
It'd be a good change of pace, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just the only thing I can think of is the Sunday nights. I can't really go past, like, 1 a.m. EST, so...
Yeah, I mean, the goal isn't to, like, run through the entire game in one night. For the most part, streams would be, way too difficult to do for any longer than, like, 4 hours at a time.
Yeah, so, like...
Yeah.
Based on all my previous runs, it's also a decent idea to kind of play, I want to say, like, the first stream might be, like, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Because then by the time the second stream starts, we'll have finished World 1 and started World 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be, it'll be a little nicer.
Yeah.
But it does take at least 2 streams to get to World 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about 2 streams to get done with World 2.
That's augmented.
The actual, like, game run is like 20 hours.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. The only issue that I have with scheduling stuff like that, where it overlaps weekends, is that I usually get my schedule done on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I have to move my schedule to like my schedule start to Friday.
Yeah, I
But
do.
That shouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I do schedules on Wednesday or Thursday usually.
Yeah.
Just because, like, that works with what I've got.
It's a new world order.
Where the
I guess it's kind of funny, but at least in my earlier day, we were kind of discussing if there is a VTuber Yon's Twitter. I've been
There is.
commented out.
I've been
there's
put.
Yon's one?
There is. I'm on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's really bad.
What
I
happened?
was staggered in front of an attack.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Gotta be
Like,
careful
okay,
all the same.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah. Unless the
There's
kiss.
a white
Oh,
page.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Ziona. Did not mean to caps lock that. It works. Yeah. There is, in fact, a VTuber Yon's Twitter. I am on it. It's good.
Very, very, very pure, yeah.
Where the fuck is this wounded Maelstrom private?
Hopefully in the hospital.
I'm trying to get him there. I can't find him.
Just move the bodies.
That
Doesn't matter. You put 3 bodies into your bag. Don't worry about it.
that assumes I know where the fucking body is.
Open your eyes. Yeah.
Found it
Yeah,
finally.
like the thing tired people do or something else. Nope, yep. Not that
The
one.
tired
Yep.
people. The thing tired people
Yeah,
do.
thing tired people do.
I am always tired.
I have no idea what I did, but I did it well.
Restorative. Right, now I've got to go to Serpent's Tongue. Where the okay, that's where the fuck it is. Yeah, I stayed up until like 7 a.m. or so just reading through the Hardwired Island book. Maybe not my best decision ever, but
I mean, you enjoyed it at least.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah. Alright,
It's
now
just so
back
cool,
to
and,
my
like,
look
ah.
at the Draw Quest.
It just... I will get a campaign of, Hardwired Island sometime, and I cannot be stopped.
I mean, as long as,
There you go.
yeah, again, as long as it's not gonna be, like, a huge amount of stress on my
Yeah.
current schedule, I probably would be interested. But
Yeah.
obviously, it's not quite that easy.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely thinking, like, something further in the future.
Yeah. The Parasite Eve campaign is on hold because everybody has life things.
Yeah.
So, you know, that schedule slots open.
Yeah, when are your normal Parasite Eve nights?
They were supposed to be, like, Saturday at 6 p.m.
Alright,
That is,
yeah.
that's when that's when I plan on running the tabletop.
Yeah.
Well, then give me a break for dinner.
Yeah.
I normally stream 1 to 5 on Saturdays, so...
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Mango Hands! Great to see you!
Welcome.
But, you know, I'm just gonna wait until, like, later in the year when things have calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait
And
until...
perhaps life has come back to normal.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting until I actually know what the fuck is gonna be going on for anything.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
After the 5th or 6th VTuber prom, we should expect freedom from the outside dev.
Yeah, I just... The main reason I'm not doing VTuber prom is I don't want to have to deal with making a new outfit.
That's true.
Just
I
'cause, like...
actually thought about going to VTuber prom, and I was like, but...
I mean, I have multiple people who I would like to ask out to VTuber prom. I'm not naming any names for personal reasons, but...
But you've got a short list.
Yeah, but the problem is if I do, like, the problem is I can never do anything to Lemma's model again unless I want to spend a whole, like, weekend fixing all the myriad issues I have with the mesh just because of the limitations of how I can affect it in Blender.
Yeah. VTuber prom is held in, like,
VR chat, yeah. I also still don't have, like, the trust rank because I haven't just, like, left VR chat on AFK for long enough yet.
Yeah, I need to do that as well.
Yeah.
One of the big things is that I've never danced with anyone before.
Yeah.
I was also not asked to prom, surprisingly. And yeah, that may come as a surprise to a lot of people who know me. That I was not asked to prom.
I was too depressed to go to prom when I was in high school.
I was too depressed, and all my friends were not my friends.
Yeah, no, I had also just lost my entire friend group because they got upset that I didn't like Marvel turning fan favorite characters into Nazis.
Yeah. I didn't get a prom, COVID happened, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get a prom because nobody asked me out.
I kind of just went single, so that was a fun experience.
It's the dated custom for... It's a dated custom for men to be the one to invite the woman to prom, but you better believe I would have wished a girl asked me to prom.
Yeah,
There's no... Because I had... Any confidence I have now was non-existent 10 years ago. I did not want to go to public events.
yeah.
And the one time I did go to a public event, it was, I think I told this story a couple of times, maybe here as well, how, you know, there's like that person of the year thing that they usually do at the end of a high school year.
Valedictorian?
Yeah.
Well, not like valedictorian, it was it's like, like student vote. It's just like, this person's like most likely to,
Yeah.
become an engineer or build some fancy bridge,
Etc. Yeah.
Like, weird ones.
Yep.
I did not think, I was not interested at all in going to a gathering like that. So I was like, I'm just not gonna buy a ticket. Why should I? I get called into the counselor's office after the voting is being counted and whatever, and she gave me a free invite, and she's like, just go to it. So I went to it, and had a breakfast. It was a mediocre breakfast of like 2 pancakes and some scrambled eggs and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won a student award for most mysterious, which is basically just a translation of no one wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and the worst thing is that, I was just eating my breakfast, talking with my friends or whatever, and then the awards came up, and it's just like, okay, the award for most mysterious goes to, dead name. And I'm just like, what? And everybody laughed at me. So, yeah, I didn't really anticipate prom, because next thing I know, I'm gonna become the living,
the laughing stock.
example of Carrie. Yeah, I'm gonna become Carrie and just, have pig's blood dumped on me or whatever.
Yeah, that's not
Anxiety,
the word
social
you
anxiety,
want out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know this person's name. They get my vote because I've never heard of them before.
Yeah.
And and obviously I was just like,
That shit sucks. High school is like, high school should not be built to give people mental health issues, but it is, and that's garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't even because of the fact that I got those kinds of awards, because originally I was just like, oh, they actually are kind of nice. And then on the drive home, I was just like,
Yeah.
I was just like, they don't even want to talk to me for like 4 years.
Yeah.
They ran me out of like 40 packs of chewing gum. Because I was that kid. I always had a pack of chewing gum on me. So, the moment that a chewing gum package opens, literally everybody in a classroom is just like, hit me up with one of those. I'm just like, alright, give me a quarter.
Oh fuck, I'm about to die. Oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck. Shit.
You'd better believe I'm funded. I don't think I'm self-sustaining business.
Fuck.
The struggle.
Why don't they let you buy X potions until, like, Stormblood?
That's a good question.
That fucking
I don't have an answer
sucks.
for that one.
Yeah.
Next question.
Like, that's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I think it was just a slight oversight because they wanted X potions to be like, the alchemists. The alchemist reward. And then they were just like, yeah, no, that's not working.
Yeah.
Right around the Stormblood expansion where they're just like, there's X potions are dominating the user market. We need to probably remedy that.
Yeah, and, also just, like, I'm on free trial, so I can't get X potions, period. But but I kinda need them for how much I'm getting my ass kicked, cause I'm a fucking black mage.
I'm not squishy enough. I'm not tanky enough for this.
Yeah. This is horse shit.
Just skipping all these important cutscenes.
Yeah.
I have no idea how far away. I got class clown and I never spoke to anyone in high school. It's fun. Yeah, that sounds about right for high school. Nah, everybody was just like, I had a decent high school life, and I was just like, my high school life was miserable. I'm glad that you had teachers and people that liked you, but imagine high school. Yeah, imagine becoming. Imagine
Hey,
dedicating your entire
hey,
social...
yeah, can one of you come help out, maybe? I have...
Sure.
Yeah, I am literally dead again already.
Yeah, let me...
Where are you?
Meet me at Skull Valley. At just like the Aetheryte. Or at Aleport Aetheryte. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to change servers.
Alright, you're not using your, Gilga account right now?
No, I'm
Oh,
using
yeah.
my Cactuar character in my Gilga.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, I bring my Cactuar character to Gilga
Yeah.
for strings. But, she's just chilling. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to Grand Catpot.
Yeah. Jude, are you still in Prey?
No, I'm right here.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Alright. Then,
Social skills, neither did I. All my social skills I learned from Let's Play.
let me also, Alright, once Nikki joins the party, I will chat out the flag for where we're going.
Okay.
Oh.
And teleport to the Aleport. No,
Yeah, Jude, we're still waiting for Nikki at Aleport.
Muscle memory.
I am here.
Oh.
I'm just loading at the moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, becoming a Let's Player probably saved my social life.
Yeah, I have Alright, Nikki, I am right above you.
Oh.
You should be able to have flight with something now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Wedding chocobo.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually finally become, like, social these last couple weeks, like, finding folks that I enjoy, like, having voice chats with, like, even off stream is new to me, and it's really nice.
My only time from MMO says that probably sounds, there is nothing wrong with learning your social skills from an MMO.
Yeah.
There are so many things that MMOs teach you in the social aspect.
Yeah.
That no other like medium can do. It's basically like a hard-coded business argument.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just get into trade talks. And it's like, I have this. Do you have this? I'm like, yeah.
All right, here they are.
Good, I don't have the tank anymore.
Yeah. God.
Bless this life I've been given.
There.
I talk in your Discord more than anywhere else, and I don't feel like it's that often even. It doesn't have to be often. It just has to be when you're comfortable.
There. Now
forcing people to be social is entirely the opposite thing you should do.
Yeah.
People should want to interact.
That was a lot less painless now that I'm not getting stun locked by enemies out of being able to cast anything.
I consider it a huge mistake to force anyone to talk.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm just like, how's everyone doing? It's usually just me asking people who want to feel involved.
Yeah.
How they're doing it, unnecessarily forcing people to be active.
Yeah.
And it's a tough social skill to learn because it's a psycho. It's a psychological.
Yeah.
It's conditioning. Just like anything else. You aren't going to become a savant at social skills unless you're constantly in a state where you have to interact with people on a frequent basis.
Yeah.
It's different from working retail because retail, it's a very like it's a very like person,
Yeah.
like two people with a window dividing them.
Retail is fundamentally combative.
Yeah.
95% of the time, you're 95% of the time you are a machine in the retail aspect.
Yeah.
So that is how
There's no human side of doing groceries, scanning barcodes and being like, did you find everything you wanted? Or thank you for shopping.
Yeah.
It's very you're just programmed to do that because if people don't show up or you give people a bad time, surprise, it's going to be a lot harder for you to keep that job, and for a lot of people, that's kind of the point of it. It's,
Yeah.
So when it comes to streaming and gaming, it's much more different because the aspect is
to the etherite.
we're all from different walks of life, and this very like abnormal medium has enough of a blank. It's like a book with the beginning and end filled out, but the player experience is always the middle. That's just a bunch of blank pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know how much something is going to impact people. Which is also why I try to not say that games are terrible unless they genuinely are, because there is someone out there. There is someone out there who's going to have that as their favorite game that changed their life and made them look at the world differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm always just like very passive on Balan Wonderworld or potentially
You'll forgive me, my
Psychonauts 2. There's a lot of things I want to succeed because I want people to get the things that I had.
Yeah, I didn't actually hear about Psychonauts 2. Is like that a thing that's happening?
Yeah, it showed up on the Xbox store page and people could pre-order it.
Ah, interesting.
It's apparently happening very soon.
Yeah. Also, since when did Merlwyb have guns?
Something of a...
Pirate.
Basically.
She pirate. She bang bang. She
Yeah.
was Gunbreaker before it was cool.
No more.
just like any rugged and hipster orc.
Yeah. Gunblades kick ass.
Gunblades are
They do.
Merlwyb does not have a gunblade. She has guns. Which means she's more of a machinist?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Just a machinist that doesn't use all the tools of the trade. I enjoy talking to most of you on the Discord, but I easily feel overwhelmed if there's lots of unfamiliar souls.
Yeah.
That's just gonna happen with a growing community like this. There are so many people in this community that I didn't think would be as active as they are that I have to now I just sort of talk like I normally do, and it kind of gets the ball rolling for people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they don't want to talk about things that they care about, because what they expect 95% of the time is no response. In reality, even if you don't get a response, there are probably people who saw that, and they just don't have anything to input. Either because they're inexperienced with the game, or perhaps, in my instance, talking about modding Skyrim, and then Nikuro shows up and is just like, I like Skyrim unmodded. I prefer it unmodded. I'm just like, okay.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, go, yeah. Who am I to stop you?
Yeah.
I beseech you.
Would I want to? No.
Yeah.
I played enough vanilla Skyrim to last a lifetime.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have at this
I
rate.
have never completed Skyrim. I've never gotten even halfway through Skyrim.
You've still played more than enough that you need to.
Yeah, I'd argue that you really don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
That you really don't have to worry about that. Fired Fallout 4 again recently. That game is so much fun to mess around with. The mods for Fallout 4 are insane, and there's actually there is a series of mods you can install that transforms the Commonwealth into Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, daytime, everything's normal. You're dealing with regular enemies, crazy environments. But at night, siren heads spawn. Your usual Silent Hill monsters. The darkness is seeping in. Everything turns like a reddish fog.
Yeah.
It completely
Then, like,
changes the game.
But like folks are like recreating like New Vegas in in Fallout 4.
Yeah, there are total conversion mods happening, all sorts of things.
Where did you go?
My favorite iteration of modding Fallout 4 is the you know, because Fallout 4's history is that it's 200 years after the bombs drop, and I'm just like, it would not be this barren. Stuff would have regrown at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a mod list that just completely adds a bunch of overgrowth, just a ton more trees, overgrowth all over the place,
Nice.
and it looks genuinely like a fun apocalypse.
That's cool.
Yeah. You were saying, Jude? I think it is 200 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because 200 years radiation would still have some issue, but it definitely wouldn't be a ton.
Yeah,
that, right?
I believe it is 267, or... No, or...
Closer to 300 end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot, basically.
It's a very long time for cryo. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Even 2 years in cryo was a bunch of time.
Yeah.
Hello, Nicaro. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking.
Welcome. Alright, now where are you, Lena?
I have just I am about to warp back to Limsa.
Okay.
What do you think about the Pokemon Wurmple? I think Wurmple's cool. I think
Wurmple's a cute little guy.
I think Wurmple's pretty cute.
Wurmple good.
Wurmple very good. You pass the test. It evolves into something useful if I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a Wurmple early, you can get a Cascoon or a Duskoon that
Yeah. So.
has attack boost. Kind of like how Metapod works.
Yeah. So it can go to Silcoon or Cascoon. Then Silcoon goes to Beautifly, and Cascoon goes to Dustox.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dustox is a really it's like not a terrible poison Pokemon to start with. And Beautifly just has a lot of really good status moves.
Yeah. And I think out of the two of them, Beautifly is slightly easier to use. It's been a while since I've really looked at the usabilities for both of them, but most of the early game bugs are kind of just there for the fun of it. Except for Grubbin from Alola.
Yeah.
They kind of made that one a lot beefier once you got through it, but...
Some years
Look here.
when the bastard
here.
The area was
I'm a level 53 botanist, a level 20 alchemist.
thrice-damned creature.
Starts here, right?
Given the
Yeah.
quantity of
I'm gonna become a culinarian. It is Beautifly. Butterfree is Caterpie.
If that's seeded,
Caterpie
that cannot
Metapod.
Yeah.
Butterfree.
primal must
Yeah. Beautifly. Yeah. Beautifly is Wurmple's.
Yeah.
That was
I at least know that. Once you get past like Gen 7 and 8, that is when I have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
I have read the reports, Master.
everything else, I gotcha.
company of heroes.
Yeah. I really can't wait for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus.
It'll be interesting to revisit Sinnoh and see how quick they make it.
Yeah.
'Cause Sinnoh was always infamous for being so slow.
Yeah, well, I like this. Hot take. I like the slowness. It was like calm and relaxed. It was nice.
There's a difference between the Sinnoh slowness, where it's just like there's a lot for you to do. A
Mhm.
lot.
Such a device
There's a lot for you to do. There's
from bringing the full force of
just
the
so
sea
much.
to bear
Mhm.
against us.
As opposed to Gen 6, where it's just like there's a city that
Yeah.
you can do stuff in,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And here's also this story that makes you wonder how the police are even still working.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole, oh hey, we discovered Mega Evolution, but none of the gym leaders use it.
This is something
Yeah.
I heard from an
Yeah.
keenest
Yeah, gym leaders don't believe in performance enhancing or Pokemon enhancing.
I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's
Like, it was cool that the NC used it, but
pressing Leviathan's
so many people argued once you hit the fighting gym, they should have all had one past that
Yeah.
point.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot well
Yeah.
imagine that such a feat
Like,
would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
possible without a
sure.
veritable mountain
Yeah, they
of
definitely fixed that with, like, Dynamax kicked ass, honestly.
Do we
Dynamax
have
is
big
cool.
enough to bear
Yeah.
this burden?
Because the big thing is that it worked on everything. But
Yeah.
With Mega Evolutions, it was so it had such a favoritism approach.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really did.
Mispia did
It had a lot of
Did you see the
types.
Pokemon Tabletop RPG from ELH? I have, actually.
Yeah.
I
I
know
also-
it. It's
Yeah.
I don't think it's Pokeroll,
What I
but
have gleaned of these matters.
I know
Um,
humans in that, so...
Yeah.
yeah, I know humans in it. But
Yeah, also-
the TTRPG is amazing.
Yeah.
There's actually if it is Pokeroll, that's the one I know, and it also happens to be the same tabletop RPG foundation
Yeah.
that they used for the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop.
Also, just, like, another thing I really like about, like, Dynamax is, like, Gigantamax Pokemon. They've just got, like, there's so many more, like, weird Pokemon that just get Gigantamaxes now. Like, fucking Garbodor
Piloting said vessel.
gets a
It was nice to
Gigantamax.
go for that one.
It will be dangerous
What was that, Nikki?
involved, but we have no
Garbodor becoming a landfill.
Yeah.
Is so condemning of our society.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with it's the same thing with the Galarian Corsola, where it's just dead. I'm like,
Galarian Corsola.
that's too real.
Yeah, and fucking Galarian Wheezing.
Yeah, where it's
It's
just
like, it got so
Which-
poisonous, just decided to clean the air.
Yeah.
Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the
There's
operations.
also the fun dex, because they did add Marini and Toxapex later. They do
Mhm.
mention that Galarian Marini don't actually know the delicious taste of Corsola at all.
Yeah.
It's
but
like, no
you tell
shit,
what it
Sherlock, I
tastes
ate them
like.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I need anchovies.
Yeah, basically, like, just Pokemon has been, like, about eco-terrorism since Gen fucking 3. This isn't new.
Technically.
Like, literally, Team Aqua and Team Magma are literally about a political debate about land expansionism that's been going on in Japan for literal decades now.
Yeah.
Like, it's still happening. Like,
Yeah.
the exact case that, like, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald were based off of is still happening to this day, and it's genuinely fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the amazing thing is that I actually recently started playing Wasteland 3, and the opening disclaimer in Wasteland 3 is, yeah, while this game was in development, things happened that are accidentally reflected in this game. I'm just like, how do you manage? I mean, it is the Fallout guys we're talking about,
Yeah.
but how did they manage?
I mean, if you're gonna write about, like, aspects of, like, society, they're gonna be reflected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really funny to me that it's just like the first thing that shows up is like, yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Okay, we're cooking some food, chat.
Woo. Food.
Yeah. Fall Guys are actually the writers from The Simpsons and their Premonition episodes.
But the
No,
Fallout
it's-
guys actually have good politics.
The Fallout guys understand that to get a vague understanding of the reality of our politics, you must exaggerate them to an extreme.
Yeah.
Because 95% of the time, the exaggeration turns out to be an understatement.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, however, understand politics in a different way.
Yeah.
They exaggerate upon it by creating the environment with which to do so. That's also why Family Guy managed to be a success the same way it is because they understand the culture.
But not the meaning.
Yeah, not the meaning. But Fallout, it's meant to be very immersive.
Yeah.
So they have to make it a lot more relative, while animation, especially storyboarding for Simpsons, is about skewing it slightly to become contextual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's a lot of like little bits and pieces of The Simpsons that are like grim realities.
Yeah, I think like the big thing is that like all the things The Simpsons predict are minutiae. The things that like the Fallout guys predict are real, like full, like Simpsons predicts the details. The Fallout people predict the issues.
Yeah, the Fallout people predict the Fallout.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the like great things about Hardwired Island too. No, I'm not going to shut up about that. Is that like it's
Do not shut up about
yeah,
it.
it is entirely based on like the politics of the world, which very greatly reflects our own. There's stuff like gentrification, landlords, like corporate influence over politics and society. There is like disability and forcing disabled folks to, quote, fix themselves so that they can be more productive contributors to corporate bottom lines.
Yeah, that's also like obviously talking about cyberpunk is the fact that there was a time, and we're still in that time, where cyberpunk is sort of a grim reality.
Yeah.
Of a hyper-consumer culture.
Yeah, like
along with just the idea of corporations owning the world.
Like just, do you want to know what far-off future year Hardwired Island is set in?
The far-off year of 2007?
2020. Hardwired Island is set in 2020. Because all of its issues... Yeah, because all of its issues are the ones we're facing right now, but with a different set dressing. And that's what makes good fucking cyberpunk.
Yeah. I mean, in the aspect of like earlier cyberpunk, it made sense.
Yeah.
With Cyberpunk Red, it was bridging a gap between a future that is so far out that we can't even be sure that it's a reality. Like,
yeah.
I think main cyberpunk is like 2033.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. 2020 something.
Yeah, just like even like Gibson's like cyberpunk stories were like all about like the politics of the world, and not like the details of like specifically who's in power and what they're doing, but like the system that it's all built into. That's like where the real interesting stuff in cyberpunk as a genre is when it's examining a system and not just the specific people in power.
Yeah, and it's fascinating when you look at the difference between cyberpunk's storytelling and Hardwired's.
Yeah.
Is that they both fundamentally approach the same storytelling, just in a different way. Like, and that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Because if everything was the same, like everything had the same level of storytelling and, you know, had the same universe, then there wouldn't be a lot of people asking what ifs.
Oh.
And, okay.
Horror Leader Hard now accessible, by the way. Horror Leader Hard. Yeah. Hello, Kenny. Oh, hello, Lenari as well. Good to see you. Yeah, just... Alright.
But honestly, like, if I had to talk about the cyberpunk game more than I did, it would give people headaches. But I'm gonna do it anyways. So, with 2077, it does offer some very realistic perspectives of our current society.
Yeah.
Which is, there's that video on Twitter that went around where, a kid, like a 13-year-old, was denied a bunch of standard necessities that a 13-year-old should have. Like the inability to like buy this thing or that thing or whatever. They were turned down by, stuff that 21-year-olds should, like beer and tobacco and marijuana. But they just walked into a gun store and they came out with one.
Yeah.
And it was just like, how is that? That cannot be real. And then you play Cyberpunk 2077, where you just walk down the street and there's a vending machine that sells 3D printed guns that are one-time use.
Yeah.
It's like, who is that used for? Oh, gangbangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I've been here for about 20 minutes. Y'all have just been going on, yeah. But yeah, just like, so like, so one of the least popular things of the Cyberpunk tabletop system is cyberpsychosis.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck cyberpsychosis. It's shit. It's ableist. It's garbage. They made it marginally less transphobic and ableist in Cyberpunk Red, but it still has the fundamental problem of punishing you for augments.
Yeah, I actually, when I was in ELH's campaign, I was just like, so could I just be somebody who was originally, like, over-auged in cyberpsychosis? And they're just like, no, and it's just like, you could, but you'd have a lot of penalties to it. I was like 90% like, screw it.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to see the aftermath of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until 2077 came out where I realized a lot of cyberpsychosis people are just hunted down.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
And there's a very extreme culture.
Yeah. In Hardwired Island, there is a concept of cyberneurosis. This is a fake conspiracy theory drummed up by Sci-Fi Fox News, and is actually just people getting dysphoria from having their bodies pretty much forcibly modified by their boss. It's, instead of like being an inherent, augments bad thing, it's, augments for the sake of serving your capitalist overlord make you feel like shit.
I do like that.
Yeah, it's like just...
Because to sort of briefly skew that, it's...
Yeah.
Again, it's a concept that isn't explored upon. It's like, maybe it's not as common in certain parts of the world to make people odd.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just a specific thing, and I'd say, but it's actually just a globalized thing. And I have a feeling that if, I feel like if Cyberpunk, because there's also like a small thing about that, it is tabletop. So if you don't like a rule, just rip it out.
Yeah.
Just rip it out. It doesn't, the thing about cyberpsychosis is it's a good idea. I think there should be small penalties to a person if they are over-augmented.
Yeah, well...
but it's another to be like, you absolutely just cannot.
Yeah. Yeah, there are penalties for over-augmenting as a player in Hardwired Island. Those are just economic instead of, like, psychological. They're like, hey, you've gotta pay for the continued upkeep and maintenance of all that, and that's a fucking nightmare to deal with when you can barely afford rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, with 2077 cyberpsychosis, you are punished for killing them, but yeah.
You are punished. The thing about Cyberpunk as well is that you're also punished for being like an outlaw.
Yeah. What was that,
I
Jude?
recently found out that if you just keep killing police officers and your wanted level is high enough, they just straight up kill you.
Yeah. What was that you were saying, Jude?
Did we want to queue up for Horde Leader?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me change to White Mage.
Yeah, I've just been, like, wandering around here waiting for Party Leader to queue up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead and queue up.
Yeah, just, like, just the thing I really like about Hardwired Island is that it is a cyberpunk TTRPG about people and how they're affected by things that we have to deal with right now, like endless surveillance or like ever-increasing rent or stuff like that.
So the cyberpunk is about the psychological.
Yeah.
About the. That's the way to put it. It's cyberpunk is more about the concept of not owning your own body.
Yeah.
And Hardwired is more about the aspect of self-improvement and punishment of government.
With Leviathan, the head and the tail will have their own specific buff to them. So one will be immune and counter to magic, and one will be immune and counter physical.
Okay.
So just keep an eye out when you're clicking on that.
Got it.
That's alright, I just wanted to get that out of the way before we started.
You'll need...
You only rename Fantasy Mondays Polygon's Mondays? What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Might come as a surprise to you, but this is fairly normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Final Fantasy is just a good game to have in the background while you talk anyway,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, there's a lot of downside.
Yeah, Lenari says they think it's the tail that's Fizz Resist. We will see.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I remember having to stop the head a lot.
Yeah. On the topic of TTRPGs, I talked a little bit about the tabletop campaign that I'm trying to run of my own custom RPG based on Parasite Eve called Liberation. And when I showed the rules to this party that I'm waiting on a proper time to get going with, they seem to be really interested in the concept of being able to just do whatever they want. You doing that for a stream? Maybe. That's a very strong maybe, because the RPG has never been play tested.
Yeah, live streaming the playtest sounds interesting.
It's going to be broken very easily.
Yeah.
Like I could just throw it into like a Reddit and be like, hey, playtest this. I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, head reduced by range, so you may want to hit the tail.
Alright, where the there's the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the tail reflects magic. The tail reflects magic, I'm just fucked.
Then hit the head.
Yeah.
I am not doing my job.
No.
Should I deal with ads?
Yes.
That would be very nice, thank you.
There you go.
There's a person with the username Kokorohurst, and I have to agree.
Yeah. I was backwards then, yeah. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Cyclone. Ah. Ah. Oh boy.
Yeah, let people just zoom about.
Noom.
That needs to go now.
Yep, Veil's World.
Yeah, and kill the...
Oh god, that okay, now it's reflecting ranged attacks. I just can't do shit.
No, you can hit one of them.
Alright.
You just have to keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not ready for this.
Oh no. You
It
doing
is
alright, Nikki?
whatever I was able- Yeah, I'm doing good.
Alright, good.
I'm just, you need healing. I need healing.
Yeah.
Who else needs healing? Come get your hot dogs here.
This I'm gonna hit that. Please be in time.
Hot dog. Get your hot dog.
Whoa!
Nope. That's too early. We wipe. Okay, we're probably dead here.
F.
Oh, no? Okay.
Alright, wow.
There should have been a mechanic we needed. That's it. Okay, we died to this.
Oh boy.
This is what you're supposed to save the shield for.
Yep. F.
Except for the tank. Because they had the galvanized barrier, that's what kept them alive.
Yeah. Not for... Look.
That's supposed to kill everything.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
This
see
is
this
so
guy. Let's
silly.
see this guy solo.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just did the fucking Manderville.
Yeah.
Forward! Let's try that again.
Yeah, Correlator is kind of the one you find isn't ever done the first try if you have new players in the group.
Mm-hmm.
This one's always a bit less straightforward.
Yeah.
It's built into MSQ to tell people about mechanics.
Yeah.
Basically.
It is, hey, if you don't use mechanics, you will literally die.
Yep.
It's also, if you don't know what a mechanic does, let someone else do it if they do.
Yeah.
Just grab your element.
Which is also how late game raid mechanics work. If you don't know how something works, just, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Just let someone else have that stress. It's not your problem.
Hey, come here.
It may be a problem, but it's not yours.
No, you come over here.
Yeah. Feel free to just, tell me what to target on, just because this is my first time through.
Yep, go for the Gyre Spumes now. They'll eat away at her shields.
Alright. Go after this one.
Go. That's done. Then we wait.
You can use it on Pip-Pop simulators,
Yeah.
There we go. And now we got the good music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Probably helps I had music on.
Alright. Tail is reflecting magic, so focus head.
Yep. Alright.
I'm just about there.
Yeah. Should be about
LB, or
Eh,
too late?
No.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you don't always need LB.
Yeah.
For this one, it's kind of safer to leave it for the healers just in case.
Yeah, fair. Alright, I forgot healers can do an LB.
To be fair, only the level 3 is the better one, so...
Yeah. If you decide to try to stage, you'd rather play testing instead of running it yourself as a group, you could try to test it.
I am absolutely sending commendation to Alfred Midgard.
Nice.
Yet they were the one who did the Manderville while wiping.
Yeah,
Ah.
I did as well.
Okay.
Many commands. Yeah, I'll probably release the docs on in the tabletop channel on my Discord. Bearing in mind that it's straight up just a Google Drive doc that also has a bunch of stuff that is like, maybe you don't need to use this.
Before I leave to head back to cash this in, I'm gonna buy like 100 high potions or whatever, just because I'm at money cap again. Oh, why'd you leave party? Yeah, why'd you leave party, Jude?
Instance for Astrologian.
Rip.
I'm gonna take
Sadly, they kind of make you do one immediately, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a break, chat.
Alright.
In 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
High potions. Yeah. Yeah, they are, just like a better form of potion. Alright, I've still got a Fantasia, though. I might wait until I've got, like, the DLC and such to use that. Not sure.
Yeah, never hurts to keep the Fantasia for a while.
I've got, like... Yeah, I've still got, like, a couple materia I've never gotten around to using.
Don't have to worry about that purchase yet, do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I should actually just sell all my, like, regular potions since I never use them.
Probably a good idea, especially at this rate, because you're a little bit too high level to make use of them.
Yeah. I'm also gonna get rid of all my, like, plain ethers, too.
Yeah, you don't need ethers as a black mage.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright. Now that I'm doing a caster, I have to remember not to move around while I'm using abilities again.
Kinda looks like Nikki's sitting on Lemma's lap from How You Have Her. That's great.
Tired Sunday nights.
Yeah. I am, to use the technical term, a sleepy beepy. Where the f is that alchemist?
I understand that. I know I'm a little bit tired too, because my usual 6 hours was cut into 2 3-hour blocks this time, so.
Yep. Lemma Tired Emote went, Kenny, you've got exclusive access to my Tired Emote.
Oh yeah, because you threw it in the bit category, didn't you?
Yeah. Like, just, you are the only person who can use it.
Heal. It's always nice having an emote for where you're asleep, at least, so.
Fire. Independent apothecary, yay! Okay, now I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna buy 50 high potions. That works.
Yeah, and that kind of cleans up your coffers a little bit, so.
Yeah. Ah.
There we go.
Oh, posture check. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it.
Posture is always a good one to check.
Yeah.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive
Hydrate.
till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan remained. That we still not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution.
Oh, they're healing, right?
Before I set foot in these lands, this experience... Though I am but a refugee, know that I am...
And I will see besides.
Not escapes your searching.
And the fun part of learning healers is just multitasking.
Yeah.
You don't always need to do damage,
Yeah.
but
Few are privy to this information.
Lemon, all that clothing, doesn't your OC get hot? I mean, probably, but
Judgment.
we're all
who
robots,
cares?
So,
Yeah. I've got good thermal management.
and all things considered, I'm basically a freezer, so I can always help out if that's ever a problem.
What can I say? I'm.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these...
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Alright, let's get
But
these
for a
NPCs
chance
killing this one
encounter
too.
with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsalomins.
Minfilia, please!
Everyone's just bullying Thancred right now. Excellent.
Yeah, that'll happen.
To you then meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Thancred did kind of get the short end of the stick this time, so...
Yeah.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement.
There's the last one.
And that many domins have since... Know that I
Hello,
would
please
like
give me all my
nothing
Yu-Gi-Oh
better
cards. I would
than
like to
that
heal.
I'll not have it said.
We are in your debt, Admiral.
Yeah. Huh.
There we go.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but
Spear, that's not good for me.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Yashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence.
And
Nor
there
am
we
I
go.
ignorant of the but we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our...
and so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
Alright. But overall, any fun plans coming up on your side, Lemma?
No reasoning. But when a storm...
Nothing like out of the ordinary currently?
Through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
It'll lead to a nice calm week for you then.
Yeah.
It's always good to have at least one or two of those.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny, good luck with your boot camp and everything. Yeah, 12 weeks sounds pretty... like, that sounds tough. I hope you can make it through. Best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck. 3 months kind of sounds like
Yeah.
the standard, but it's been a while.
Man has ever put himself to justify...
Whatever I just came back to, I hope you succeed, or
Yeah, this is
whatever
about,
trying to condemn you is going
yeah,
to fail.
this is about Kenny shipping out to boot camp for 3 months.
Oh
We
yeah,
are to
it's like
keep our
required
heads
over there,
above
right?
the
Yeah.
waves. When hopes of coexistence founder.
I actually
Strength
remember a
must
story
determine
Mhm.
who
about
has
today.
the greater right to
Oh.
live.
You know, it's a story that I've talked about on stream before, but for you two, you might have noticed a strange video on Twitter that was not VTuber. In this slice, it was a live action bit.
You're an animal rescue bit.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, I don't think I actually saw that.
So I haven't really talked about the story either. And there's also I just got here and Seek here. I was like, this new mod. Yeah, that's the bot.
Yeah.
Just tell them the swirl story again. I also have the drive-through story that I can talk about too. A lot happened on Thursday.
Busy bee.
Yeah. So sometimes I bring my cat Piggy outside, and she just lays around and does whatever. Today was an interesting experience, or that day was interesting. Because the roof has this gutter.
Yeah.
And this gutter has a drainage pipe that usually goes down and, goes wherever. But the pipe goes directly into the ground and it's just filled in. There's no pipe that goes down into a runoff area that goes into a sewer or anything. It just goes into the ground. I guess it's a new squirrel that hasn't lived here in a long time. Because all of our squirrels kind of know this place very well. But I bring the cat outside and immediately on beat, this squirrel runs, and instead of usually just hopping down to the lawn and running up a tree as usual, it decided that the best possible option was going down the drainage pipe.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And this drainage pipe has, two S-shaped elbows that connect to just a straight pipe down from roof to the ground, and then another S-bend that goes into the ground. So it's like a busted up staple kind of setup.
Yeah.
And I hear the squirrel go in, and then there's a little bit of skittering, and then the skittering immediately goes from the top to the bottom, and then there's more skittering at the bottom. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to get a squirrel out of this. It's 8 in the morning, I have to get a squirrel out of a drain pipe.
Lemma, can you head pat Nikki? I wish I could. God, I wish I could head pat Nikki. But I don't have, hand tracking for that on... yeah, I don't have Leap Motion, and VMM doesn't support them, sadly.
I guess I'm going back to Cactuar to buy lavender. So I can get that.
Is it cheaper on Cactuar?
Huh?
Is it cheaper on Cactuar?
No, I just can't use the market board when I'm cross-world.
Oh, can you not?
No.
By the way, we still need to do leveling roulette today, so we should do that when folks are free.
Yeah.
I just took my breaks, Zoe, by the way. So. The other story is about the drive-thru. So that same day, I'm streaming and I'm just like, I'm gonna get some fast food during lunch, and I go to Taco Bell.
I have been reflecting upon the
My
events
ADD
which
is
took
maxed
place.
out at the
If you have
moment.
a moment. When the Sahagin elder summoned Leviathan, he employed
thank you for the
power
drawing lamp,
to
Kenny.
though I cannot well explain the how of it. It would seem he became immortal in so doing.
I'm just gonna leave the part so I can go back to home server.
When the Admiral
The drive-thru is packed for some reason. It's like a Thursday, I don't get it.
Transfigured, he took up residence in the
And I'm waiting in line for 25 minutes.
Long have I known that the
So there's a solid hour break. I get my food, and the lady is, trying to kill time because their order's been slow or whatever.
It was of this that
And she says, "Oh, so what are you doing?" And I go, "Oh, I'm on break. I'm working." And she goes, "Oh, where do you work?" I work at home. I'm a streamer. Yeah. I say I'm a streamer, and she goes, "A streamer."
If the Asian's mode of
and I go, Yeah.
It can be inferred
So like
that you are not vulnerable.
the people that record screams for movies or whatever. She didn't say streamer. She said screamer.
Oops.
And I go, no, I'm a streamer.
It is but a fairy tale.
I play games. And she's like, oh, disappointed.
Like, am I gonna hear you in the next horror movie?
Yeah. Exactly how it was. I'm just gonna go find my own lavender.
Yeah, invite me to party when you're available to Nikki, and then we can just run lulling roulette.
Yep.
I wish I had a notepad in this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Your
maybe
macro
random.
list kind of works as well.
Yeah. That's true. Didn't think about that.
The Isle of
Yeah, so there may or may not be a Taco Bell employee that knows a third of my username, because she asked like what my username was, and I just said it outright, and I didn't care. And then I just go, oh yeah, and then she only said, Nikki. So I was like, okay, well, she'll never find me from there. And then I leave, and I go, oh, wait, I'm a VTuber now. So, if that person at the drive-thru ever finds me, you were super nice, and don't dox me.
Yeah. Did y'all see that Rain Yi accidentally got found out by one of her new co-workers?
Oh, the toxic slime?
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Hopefully everything's alright.
It was the What Hololive Girl Are You quiz.
Yeah.
That is just like, what is your brand? And it's just like, one of them is got found out by coworkers.
Yeah.
One is loves animals, or this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Forgive my
One of those like nearly BuzzFeed articles.
Yeah.
Someone discovered my real name in a Discord that I joined. Do you have your Spotify linked? And more importantly, is your Spotify linked to your Facebook? Because for about a month when I first started being a VTuber, I had my Spotify account linked to my Discord. And it had my dead name in it. So there was about a month where people knew my dead name.
Yeah.
So there are some apps that you can link that do that.
That's why I started to try and change all the names on my Spotify's and all that.
Is there just no difference between the Noct and Glow Meerings? Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're both Strength 18, Vitality 21, Crit 19, and Direct Hit 13. Wow.
Maybe specific to jobs, I'm not really sure.
They're both all classes level 50, item level 110, 246 skill, grade 5 Dark Matter Goldsmith level 40, desynthesizable 110. I think it might be because they're unique. I don't know.
Possibly. Also, thank you, Kenny, for the voice swap. We'll keep that going for a bit.
Some uniques, yeah. Some uniques are just like soulbound. You can only put them in storage or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that sort of sounds like how me and Niall found out about each other's non-VTuber identities by chance of her stumbling across my IRL Twitter by accident and realized we've been following each other across Twitter and Tumblr. I mean,
Very nice.
I just turned my, IRL Twitter into my VTuber Twitter. I don't care super much. I don't care super as much about, past life stuff. I've basically only existed on the internet for most of my life anyway. I'm not interesting IRL at all.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I have 10 years of Let's Playing under my belt.
Yeah.
I've been doing this a long time. I don't care if people know what my face is. I just know that I just want them to know, and every single spirit here, every spirit bound here, they know that as long as you don't make it the reason why you enjoy my content.
Yeah.
Because regardless on if I'm a VTuber or if you actually like watch the face cam LPs I've done, same person. Just one is a lot more exaggerated and in character. And then there's the VTuber.
Yeah. I'm too much of a recluse for Twitter, Facebook, any other online BS, yeah. Good, because that means that you're not getting stalked constantly by fucking Silicon Valley tech bros.
Yeah. There's one benefit to Twitter that I will say. You don't have to use Twitter for social stuff.
Yeah.
Twitter, I used to use Twitter just to keep up on games. And more importantly, there was there are like 2 accounts that I highly recommend anyone watches or follows on Twitter. One of them is Cheap Ass Gamer, which is just a Twitter account that tracks game sales. So whenever a game goes on sale or there's like a deal or whatever, it's a giant form that just dedicates you to saying like, here's the discounts here, these are what games are on sale, and it's for US and Europe for sure. So yeah, I'd recommend Cheap Ass Gamer, and obviously I'd argue the only other like really important account on Twitter is like the Dodo. The Dodo is a fantastic account. They're obviously like very Facebook edited, so we're doing leveling over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Nikki, I think you got a redeem.
I do see that, Lemma. Could possibly have done that to me.
I wonder who.
I don't know.
Well?
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think. Trying to think of some application that people would like,
Oh, this is really low level. Okay.
Okay. Fun.
Low level
I mean,
and also virtually interesting.
I mean, you remember being level 54. Hopefully you remember that being cut in half now.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose half the spells on my bar. Only I have Cure 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have lost basically everything of worth or import.
I'm back to stone. I'm back to stone 2 and arrow 1.
I do not even have the ability to buff myself, so...
Yeah, at least you've still got tank stance.
Well, all tanks need that.
Yeah.
I think they hard code that for level 10.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a glitch in the system because I kind of want to rant about this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to apologize in the slightest. But I just need to say one thing that is the most affecting thing in my entire career. It's a very big turning point. And it starts with this. Fuck you, Adobe.
Fuck you, Adobe.
In 2013, I bought the Adobe Creative Suite, which had After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Audition. They're core content creation apps. I'd say the most important ones. If you wanted to do much higher quality audio editing without going too far away from Audacity, Audition was your bet. It cost $1,500, and I'm only able to install it and register it to 3 computers. My last computer was my 3rd computer, so I cannot use Creative Suite on this computer.
You can't even deregister them?
I don't know if I can deregister them, but
Hey, Nikki.
I highly doubt it because it's Adobe.
Don't remember if you can.
Hey, Nikki, I can point you to some things that might help later.
You don't need to because I don't need Audition because I use Audacity. It's just better. Premiere Pro and After Effects was really nice. I learned a lot of my core editing style on Premiere Pro and did everything like that. I'm sure you can de-link it, but it's also CS 5.5, and they really, really want me to go to CC.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, have you heard about what the fuck they're doing to Audacity now?
No.
A new maintainer has taken over, and one of the first things they're doing is adding in Google motherfucking Analytics.
Oh,
Audacity?
Into fucking Audacity!
What?
The
What
audacity of it all.
Yeah.
That's a good joke, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, I don't update Audacity, so...
Yeah.
You just use an old version of Audacity.
Yeah, no, literally everyone is upset at this, and...
Yeah. Well, no, it's been free, it's been the freeware audio editing.
Yeah.
That has been the core reason 90% of YouTube channels even exist to this day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I personally don't use Audacity because every time you launch Audacity, no matter what OS you're on, it will always reset your audio left-right balance without your consent.
Yeah.
And that's just not accessibility friendly.
It's not at the same time. Any code, I think you can probably code monkey it.
Yeah.
To default stuff. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things like that. But yeah, I can't. If I can't unregister computers onto the account, then I'm going to be committing a stream in the future to me learning Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, they did just, like, fuck Humble, but they did just have, like, a very cheap Vegas, bundle recently.
That's what I bought. Humble, not a great business anymore.
Yeah.
But they do host some very good bundles.
Yeah. Don't want to get your blood pressure up again. I luckily don't have blood pressure problems, but, which means I can get as angry at companies as often as I fucking want. And I will, because I am angry, and...
I think it's also worth noting, a lot of people are just like, you could unregister computers onto the account. But what if I don't want to?
Yeah.
Because, I've been looking for an excuse to not use Adobe products anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Many of the programs I didn't uninstall on my old computer. I still do all the Photoshop edits and everything on the other rig. I have a 2-computer setup now.
Yeah.
But I do graphic design on that one, and then I do the actual important stuff on this computer. I'm trying to keep as little installed on this as possible.
Yeah.
which makes sense.
And then have this for like hard work and stuff.
Yeah.
But, the point is, Premiere Pro crashes a ton.
Yeah.
They have their pipeline, and the pipeline that they use for the media encoder program that links all the programs together, it's a mess and absolutely destroys CPUs. And also has what I assume is a built-in self-destruct timer where the programs just stop working as effectively as they used to.
Yeah.
When you start using it for a year or so, you immediately start seeing diminishing returns on the amount of time you spend on a project and the amount of time that you spend rendering the project. The first Atelier Ryza episode, it took me 4 hours or something to edit. And there was eventually a point where the preview for the video wouldn't even run. It would just be frozen for all time, and all I get to hear is the audio.
Yeah.
And I had to wait for it to like reprocess, do the doobly-doo, and then, maybe I'll get it like 15 FPS instead of 60, and I still have to watch it in like 25% quality.
Yeah.
And after I do all of that, where I can only do like half edits, I throw it into media encoder to render, and it takes 4 times as long.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't have time for this. I just have to learn a new program.
Yeah. Hey, Lemma, can you try to pronounce Gwillerm for me? Hoping that's... Yeah, Nicro asked me to pronounce something. Guilherme. Giller. Yeah.
What does that
I'm not
mean?
sure about that one myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not healing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah. In the way of... Yeah. In the way of, like, Photoshop and Illustrator replacements, I use the Affinity suite. Affinity Designer for Illustrator and Affinity Photo for Photoshop. They are really good. They are, like, just... I got them $25 a pop while they were on sale because the new version released. That sale might still be going on. They're normally priced at, like, $50 one time, which is literally a single month of Photoshop. For the price of 1 month of Adobe Photoshop, you can get something that does everything that Photoshop does except for keyframe animation just as well and honestly better. It comes with like free assets and stuff, and it's just so much better. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not looking for drawing. I'm more of a graphic designer than I am an artist.
Yeah.
I'd say it like that, even though graphic design is art.
Yeah, CSP is also another very good one.
Okay, well, what does that mean for a Snickero? Oh, it's your name? Okay. I don't know. Guilherme? I don't know where you're from, so... Yeah, but I'm gonna learn Vegas, and if that doesn't work out, so... Negro is from Brazil? I think so.
Go. Come here, lightning buddies.
Zabbity-doo.
I want Freeze back.
Yeah, you gotta get used to toggling between the two, unfortunately.
This sucks. Just
Every time I can, I say that I'm a proud Brazilian guy with small Brazilian brain. That's hey, you could be a VTuber.
every time Lemma leans forward, it looks like...
People with very small brains.
Every time Lemma leans forward, it looks like you kiss Mickey on the back of the head. That's adorable.
That is kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just learned what a family looks like. I don't know about the love part yet.
Why am I not targeting anything? The hell?
The only like hard transition I think I've had with this new computer is the fact that I now have a mechanical keyboard.
How clicky is it? How clicky is it?
Oh. Hold on.
Also, Kenny, do feel free to send a link in my chat to whatever anime you mean. I'm not 100% certain what would be free on YouTube for a cute anime.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that is some nice clickies.
Very clicky.
Yeah, mine are more tappy and don't have like an actual click to them, but oh well.
Yeah. I gave this a real test run when I started trying a couple of rhythm games on it. I played Unbeatable White Label.
Yeah, oh right, fuck, White Label's out. I need to get that still.
It's free.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't downloaded it. Yeah,
It's pretty good. The only issue I have is the camera.
Yeah,
There are just times when when the camera switches lanes, and it just does not keep up with
yeah.
notes on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll miss notes because they weren't even visible to you.
Yeah. I ran into that a bit with Arcade Mix. I also don't like the, like, hit sound effect they had after, like, the first Arcade Mix.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just really grating.
So.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know anything about what Unbeatable, so.
Yeah. It's
That
cool.
was just my
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's basically Muse Dash, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's good because it's basically Muse Dash if it ain't broke.
It's Muse Dash, but with a whole but with a whole other game around it too.
Yeah, a story about growing up.
All right, we good to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, was just responding to Kenny.
It's okay.
Alright. And just for reference sake, remember to focus the little flames so they don't explode.
Yep. So about throwing up a story about growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Come back here, Fire Sprite. Nope. Don't.
It's actually pretty
It's focused
actually-
for me, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
pretty the whole story is actually pretty humanizing.
Yeah.
It's sort of just it's just a lot of questions and parts of your brain that don't line up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I especially feel the idea that sometimes you have to get your feelings out.
Yeah.
And sometimes the normal way doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get most of my feelings out when I rap.
Yeah. I also really love the tagline of a game where music is illegal and you do crimes, because that's just cool as hell.
Yeah. I'm very excited for the full release.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I put, like, a good amount of money into that Kickstarter.
I don't know. I learned my lesson about Kickstarters.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, you want to fund this? That's cool, but I'm not going to because, I don't know, Mighty Number 9 and...
I mean, I'm not...
Ukulele.
I mean, I'm not doing it for expectance of a reward. I'm doing it because I want to support some cool trans and queer folk who are making a cool game.
Yeah, that is true, but I also thought I was supporting a cool game, and I was just like, no, that's actually not very cool.
Yeah, well, I've played the game already, and it's cool.
Yep, you
Like,
have a very solid point there.
I didn't get to play Mighty Number 9 before my dad backed it.
I remember making an article about it.
Yeah.
On an old defunct website that doesn't exist anymore. That isn't the first one.
Oh.
Or that isn't the second one. I mean.
Kenny, you were asked out on a date? Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Look, our community's growing up.
Also, since it's been a good 15 minutes,
Let's just put that back on.
At least people are asking.
Oh my god, I just won the last 2 loot pieces by default because everyone else, like, said no, everyone else passed before it got to, before I got out of the cutscene.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Because you can just have a setting that you can just, like, skip all cutscenes you've seen. Most people end up turning that on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to turn that off too.
I think I might, like, finish up kinda soon.
Okay.
Well, that's reasonable.
And I guess just to vocally answer you from earlier, Kenny, I'll get my lore written out when I do get a chance, just along with Nikki's argument from before. I would like to make it good. And I do have, like, a pretty, not, like, as long a written story as you have, Nikki. Like, I've thought about it for the past year or so and have been hashing it out, but, like, it's not just, oh, hey, I'm a robot, beep boop.
Yeah. No, I don't have my soundboard set up.
I
I have the sound effects installed. I just have to keyboard them again.
Yeah.
I know. I think Non was mentioning I should get a plot put together so I can do kind of like a on my end, and apparently that works well with my echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually. There's a sound effect that I have on my old desktop that I should probably grab. That is so there's a lot of things that this microphone is good at. You know, it's a podcast microphone, it's a condenser mic, it's a 3-in-1 kind of thing. So one day I decided I was going to try recording some Foley. And it was surprisingly good at recording Foley, but okay, recital. That's pretty good. I'm doing it. Where was I?
Interesting challenge.
Oh, hey, I'm back up at max skill again. Excellent. I did just...
can I trade on this server? Can I trade Crossworld?
I'd imagine so.
Ooh.
You can use the market board.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Cool.
Ooh, I am almost up to item level 100. Wow.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll start to inflate as you go.
Yeah. Gonna go hang out with Mom for other days. Bye. Have a good night, Kenny. Thanks for being here.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Recital, by the way.
I'm just gonna do a quick Hawk Manor run just to finish off the night.
Oh man, I actually forgot my train of thought.
It is getting late, so.
Yeah. I think we're all just gonna, like, finish up soon, I think.
Probably, yeah. It's been a long week.
Yeah. And I'm not...
Anybody responds for this sweet one gill.
Yeah, and I am not nearly done yet. Tomorrow I'm doing, like, I'm working on a Viroid commission, then Tuesday is Soul and Silicon as usual, so yeah. Should be fun. Yeah.
This is the end of my technical streaming week, but full-time work right after, so...
Oh, good luck.
You're doing it. Y'all do it.
Yeah, and just
I'll
like...
need to start sketching out some more emotes too, so that's probably this week's task.
Yeah. So far, nobody's taken us up on the offer.
Ul'dah is infamous for the great...
Oh, do I have that here? That's the wrong button.
Sad days.
So where do the refugees... Plainly, there is...
I remember the Kickstarter topic, but I don't remember if it was a part of the Kickstarter topic.
Is Pat... Yet none would dispute that the expenses...
Am I having a stroke right now?
This has prompted more and more Ul'dahs.
Oh boy, they're gonna pull hard even though I'm in like starter Astro gear. This will go well.
While more and more refugees...
Oh, we'll still be on for a little bit, Recital. We get to talk about whatever.
Yeah.
The man, it was only...
No, okay.
Mary was very hungry. That's fair.
Oh, whoops.
It was very scary. Yeah. I understand that, Recital. Recital had a very interesting stream today. Let's just say that.
That is...
Yeah, I completely forgot the topic at hand, but that's okay. We'll just move on.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. At least I got Skyrim in a playable state.
Yay! Skyrim!
Woo.
Yeah. My favorite walking simulator. That occasionally ends with me getting stone jaw for the 18th time for Miranda Pack of Wolves. I mostly bought it because Skyrim makes for good wallpaper material when you install like climate or cathedral weathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah. I do plan on now that I'm done with like the foundational stuff, I want to see what I can absolutely destroy in Skyrim by adding by adding as many like just world changing ones to fill in all the blanks that the game has.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a thing in Fallout 4. Is that there are a few mods that add brand new locations that are lore friendly and sort of carry their own stories. And they add like 100 new locations of the game that fill out all these like usually like uncared for areas. Makes it a lot more interesting and fun. That's one benefit to Fallout 4 is I feel like the modding scene is much further along for Fallout 4 than Skyrim.
Yeah.
At least Skyrim SC.
I feel like because people wanted so much out of Fallout 4 compared to what they got.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because the only thing for me is I really like settlements, but I wanted settlements to be a little more like thriving. So, you know, I removed the build limit the game had. I made it so I could get rid of any object in the map that's in a building area, including, you know, like aesthetic stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, this part of what I really liked about Fallout 4 was fixed. Because I didn't mind the gunplay. I didn't mind anything about that. I just really wanted settlements to be good.
Oh, yeah, that would explain a lot.
Although, don't get me wrong.
Level 20 gear.
Yeah, although, don't get me wrong. I played a lot of vanilla Fallout 4.
Yeah. Should we, like, finish up now, or?
We can.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
I'm just gonna, like, hand in this quest, and...
Yeah, let's go ahead and find... Let me find a raid target tonight. Let's see who's on.
Yeah.
Let's see who could use the hug of death from the hug of death from the V-Festing.
I might keep going for a little bit, just because I'd like to finish off my stuff, but...
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Who is on?
Sunday nights are definitely busy.
Yeah.
I know, just the place to look. Couple of Discords. I know that I'm in quite a few that would have active people.
Apple. Probably good for you.
I can also look for targets.
I mean, it depends on if we want to get some discovery to somebody who may need a little bit of a boost, or send our audiences to a place for further entertainment.
Yeah, I feel like giving...
I feel like either one is a definitive.
I feel like giving someone a boost.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Oh, right, I need to update my picture in Fugi Tech. Now that it's got, like, the separate inactive active.
Let's see here.
Anyone in the VTuber FGC, I wonder. And lastly, I'll check my own followers on Twitch. I don't think I have anyone.
Not quite on your side.
Yeah. Ogirl's streaming, playing VR chat, but that's the only one.
There's Wanamiko Nile, who's pretty cool.
Who?
Wanamiko Nile, I can send you the, URL. She is playing Destiny right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Destiny 2, but yeah.
I mean, regardless, it's Destiny, and I like me some Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now for the most difficult part of the night is... What's the fucking raid phrase gonna be? Yeah.
Well, we did 4 liters, so you can do, like, wet noodle raid.
That works.
They also have good choice in weapons.
Mm-hmm. I think Wet Noodle Raid works.
What is it again?
The raid phrase, or?
Yeah, raid phrase.
Wet Noodle Raid.
Wet noodle, okay.
Hey, we did deal with Leviathan tonight. It's a fair phrase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I want to make sure I get the name right.
Oh, right. I'm healing. I should probably heal.
Yeah, might be helpful. Alright.
Always that weird desertion.
Yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out, joining in tonight. Had a good amount. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Thank you to Jude and Nikki as usual for joining in. Yeah, as I've mentioned earlier, tomorrow I'm going to be working on some viewer commissions, and Tuesday I've got Soul and Silicon Dev as usual. Yeah, what are you two going to be doing, like, coming soon?
I think this coming Thursday I'll do another Binding of Isaac stream, just because I do like playing that game, and overall it's a good thing to show off to folks. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, yeah. Nikki, you have any plans?
Tomorrow I'm continuing Monster Hunter Rise, finally. And
Yeah.
Tuesday, and Tuesday is the finale of Parasite Eve with Bridgie.
Ooh, exciting.
Wednesday is, Final Fantasy 12, and Thursday is Mario Odyssey. But Saturday is a collab with Zyko. We're playing Wasteland 3 co-op.
That's gonna be really cool. But yeah, please, y'all, when you get over to Wanamiko Nile's channel, don't forget to drop them a follow and click on their profile icon twice so that your view counts for past to partner, sorry. And I'm gonna head on over, so let's start this raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you soon!